All right, hi everyone. So we're back and I'm going to be doing a DIY. I've been wanting to do this since a really long time, but my dumbass thought that, oh, I will just go live and make this Suncatcher kind of thingy. But what happened was that I didn't know that you can only go live if you have 50 subs, and I don't have 50 subs as of yet. So yeah, we're just going to make it. So I'm going to be making a Suncatcher, a chandelier, whatever you want to call it, kind of like that hanging thingy. It's not even the wall hanging thing. Like I might make it, you can make it into a vertical kind of thing, like a vertical wall hanging, but I'm going to be making it like this because it's prettier that way. I just like it. So that's what I'm going to do. And for that, you're going to need this embroidery ring. This is from the embroidery ring. And what you can do is you can wrap it around with a ribbon. You can, I don't know, just like use some strips. You can do that. You could like to make it look pretty, right? Or you could wrap it around with a rope, that jute rope. You could do that, or I don't know. You can make it pretty how you like it. But I'm not going to do that. If you're going to ask me why, it's because I'm too lazy to do it. So I'm not going to be doing that. What I was thinking though is that I could use a green paint and then make some, I don't know, some leaves, paint some leaves over here, and that would make it look pretty, but I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm not going to be doing that. Then I was thinking I would probably use a green marker and use that to paint this thing, to draw leaves over here, but I'm not going to do either of those things. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So you're going to need an embroidery ring, some random ribbons and lace pieces I had lying around because I'm like, oh, I shouldn't throw them away because I could always use them for a DIY. So yeah, I didn't throw them away, and now I am using it for the DIY. So yeah, if you have random boxes or jars lying around in your room, house, don't throw them away because you are going to need them if you're like me. But I still have a lot of boxes lying around in my cupboard that I've never opened in ages. So yeah, it do be like that sometimes, but that's okay. We're using this, aren't we? So aside from that, I'm going to use these random amethyst stones that I had. I bought them once for some jewelry making, and I ended up making only one pendant. So I had all of these left, and I kind of like tried to make it kind of like aesthetic, but it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. But it looks fine. So I might use these. Yeah, I will use these. And then some crystals, some random crystals. I don't even know why I have these or where I got these from, but some random crystals. I might only just use one, so I can use the other ones for other sun catchers I will make. Some random bottles, chains. These are basically some old chains, and they didn't really look that pretty anymore because the color was all washed off. So I was like, maybe I'll just use these chains for this DIY. So I have these random chains, all are almost the same size, and I have about 3, 4. Well, it doesn't really matter how many I have. You can just use as many as you like. Basically, the point is to make it look pretty. So if you're satisfied with, I don't know, an ugly looking chandelier, but it looks pretty to you, then that's completely fine. And then I had these. I also saved these, like I made these using clay. So I made these using clay, air dry clay, and just put the clay in the mold, and then, you know, took them out, and this is what it looked like. Oh wait, no, I used resin. I did use clay as well. This one was made with clay, and this one's made with resin. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter whether you use clay or resin. And yeah, and this is makeup powder if you're wondering. So why do I keep dropping everything? So there's this, and just take that off. And some random charms that I don't use. Some random charms, some pearl strings, and basically I don't even know if I'm going to use all of these things. This was also another DIY. So this is made with clay and some random pearls and seashell thing that I had. So I ended up making this. I wanted these to be earrings, but they were like super heavy, so I couldn't really wear them. So I was like, I could just use them as a charm for something, some kind of room decor thing. So I might use these, I might not use these, but just to show you guys, this is what I made. And these are so pretty, aren't they? Except I cannot really use them for anything as of now. I don't even know if I'm going to use these, but let's get and obviously some glue, some scissors. Now let's get right into it, because most of the people will be like, oh, she's just talking and she's not, you know, getting into it. Oh, and I forgot about the wire. So I had some leftover wire, so that's what I'm going to be using. I don't have any new one to show you, so I'm going to be using this old wire that I had. So, and you will see why you're going to need this, is to obviously to wrap stuff around, you know. So we're going to need this as well. So first things first, I'm not going to paint this or anything, so I'm going to get right into it. And first of all, I'm going to see how I want my chains to be looking. And I was thinking I'm going to, can you even see? Oh, so what I was thinking was I could just like use the chains, one like that, and then another one goes from here to here, you know. So I'm going to wrap the chains around first, and I could also, I was thinking, what I'm going to do is I will slip these amethyst stones into the chains, and once you slip the chain in, then you could just like, you know, oh, that looks so pretty. You know, just do it like that, however you like. Yeah, just do it like that, however you like. Just wrap it around with crystals and whatever stuff you want. And that's what we're going to do for now. And then we will see what else we want to do going forward. So, but first things first, let's do this. Slip in the stones and wrap it around. So for this, I'm going to use this wire to wrap it around. Who saw that coming? So where do I even begin? So I'll probably use this one, yeah. So just going to take this wire and slip it in, and then just wrap it around. So I'm still thinking if I want this to be in the center, or I mean, it does look pretty like that. Maybe I could kind of slip it in the center. Never mind, I'll just do it like that. So let me see how many chains I have. So I have 1, I have 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 chains, around 5 chains. So for 5, I'm going to, 1 goes here, 1 goes here, 2, 3, maybe 4, and then 5. I can always kind of like swoop this like that, if it's not fixed properly. So where'd the wire go? Then we're gonna take this one again, take the wire, and then just wrap it around. And then cut. I don't have anything else to cut it with, so I'm just using the scissors. Did it even show what I did? I hope it did. If not, you'll just see it next time. So now we have 1. I will fix these later on. For now we have 1. So now we move on to the next. Again, take the chain, take the stone. Which one should I use next? This one's pretty. Let's go with this one. Or maybe I should. No. And here we go. And then again, take the wire. And the wire goes in. The wire goes in. And then again, wrap it around. And cut. Now this goes over. Now I need to see how it's looking as well. I don't really care if it's uneven, but if you do, then that's up to you. So I'm just going to take this and again wrap it around. This goes in and then wrap it around over here. And cut. So now we have 2. Now for the third one. Again, do the same thing. Why does my back hurt so much? So let's just put this wire aside for now because I don't really need it. So yeah, so we're going to need this chain again. Take a stone, put it in like so, and then take the wire, if you have tools, obviously you can use tools. I don't have any tools, so I'm just, you know, using my hands because I have hands. Wrap it around again and cut. And obviously, if you didn't know, you could always put it back in. And then again, one's over here, one's over here, one goes over here. So I'm going to take, I'm just eyeing it, like, you know, and wrap it. That's right, wrap it around. And if you didn't know, cut. So now we have 1, 2, 3 charms, 3 amethyst stones, and now we need another one. So that's what we're going to do. And just now there was this awkward silence, you know, the kind there is when you're with people you don't like, or when you're with someone you don't know too well, so you cannot go on about your traumas and stuff. So you're just, you know, just awkwardly sitting there thinking what to say next. That's what I was thinking right now, because I'm not really used to all this thing, like recording videos and all. Obviously no one asked me to make videos. This is something I enjoy doing because over here I feel like I can be myself, because none of my relatives or anyone know what I'm doing, you know, they don't. Yeah, so I can just be me and just enjoy what I'm doing. But it's just that I don't know anyone around here. I'm that new kid, so it's just kind of awkward when there's this awkward silence, even though I know I'm going to edit this video. But yeah, so again, do the same thing, wrap it around, and take this. And where do I want to wrap it around? Over here. I just hope I have another chain. I did have another chain, didn't I? And then, there it is. And now for, ooh, this looks good already. So next we're going to, so this is kind of small, but I don't really care. I mean, I could join both of these. Yeah, I could do that. So I'm just going to use this wire to join these babies, and yeah, just do that and cut. And then I'm just going to take a stone. Which one should I use next? Maybe this one. So we're going to do that, and yeah, take the wire again, and that's right, wrap it around. This goes in, and then we wrap it around. That kind of hurt though. Can you see that? Don't try that at home. That's dangerous. So, in case any kids watching this, so just take that and, yep, wrap it around. And it looks so pretty already. This looks so pretty. So now after this, know, ask for this, like I'm going to use these strings as well. So what I will do is, let me see, I could do this, and this one just in the center, yeah. So I'm just going to take this one, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take the wire, or the other wire, use this one then, since I cannot find the other wire. So I'm just going to take that and wrap it around. And then cut. So this is how it looks, and what I'm going to be doing is this will go in the center like so. Can you even see? All right, so this will go in the center like that. So that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, we'll just make this loop at the end, and again take the wire, twist it around, and cut. So this one, so this goes in the center, and so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to tie one end over here and one end over here, and see how I want it, and let's get going. So this is how it looks so far, and this one is going to go in the center. I'm going to take the wire and then wrap it around over here. And then cut. So next up, I have some more strings left, so I can always just see how I want them. I'm going to clear up this space, and next I'm going to see what to do with the charms. So I think I like them like that. Yeah. I think I'm going to hang the charms over here, a bit up over here. And just hang them like so. My phone stopped recording, so I couldn't really record till then, but I know I did say I wasn't going to do that, but in the end I was like, you know, let's just do it. So I ended up completing all these charm things. So basically what I did was, let me show you one. So basically what I did was, wait, it's stuck. Yeah. So what I did was I took this charm and then I took the wire and the string. So I wrapped it around and tied it up. And then I wanted a bit of string to be hanging like that. So this is what I did. I took the wire again, and from over here, that gap between it, I wrapped the string around so it's hanging like that. And then I repeated that like like that, you know, in between the amethyst. So like the amethyst is over here, and then goes the charm, then the amethyst, and then the charm, and then it's like that. And then after that I took that lace thing and the glue, and now I'm kind of like wrapping it around this. So let's keep on doing that. Just gluing this bit and just wrapping it around like so. I don't really care if it's perfect or not, because that's what gives it that fairycore kind of touch. So let's keep on doing it. And so I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to tie it up again when I'm done gluing this thing, gluing the lace. And then I'm just going to cut off the rest. And then tie this back where it was. It was, I think, around here. How do I not know how? What? What is going on? Alright, finally. So I'm going to see where it's supposed to be. That's this one. And kind of looks like this. I will show you what it actually looks like later on, with a proper background and all, because you cannot really tell when it's just like this. So does it need anything else? So up next, so now I'm going to use these charms, and I'm going to stick them on over here to make it look pretty. So I'm going to use, I think, these ones. So it looks like this. So another thing that I'm thinking is that I have this random fish charm, and I am thinking I should probably either stick it over here with the pearls in the center, like so. Either I could do that, like keep it over here, or I could just over here. But I feel like it will make more sense to put it over here. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the wire for that. I'm going to see where it needs to be. I think around over here. So I'll take the wire and we'll just wrap it around. So first around the fins, and then around here, twist it, and then again around the fins, and then again twist it, and then cut. And then for the tail, or should I just keep it loose like that? Let's see. I think it looks fine like that. Next I'm just going to take this and see if I should, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just tie it over here and let the rest of it hang, just to give it that whimsical kind of touch. I'll do that, and same for this one for here. And it kind of looks like this right now. I use these tiny kind of like wish bottles that I made with like dandelions. I just added some dandelions in there, so I call them wish bottles. So I'm thinking of taking the string again and tying them to the edge of this lace. So that's what I'm going to do. So for that, I'm going to take this one string and push it. First of all, wait. So I think I'll pass it through this lace, and then I'm going to kind of like make a loop, and let me cut a piece. So I'm going to push the cork inside like so. So now that it's in there, just going to do it like that, and looks like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to pass it through, and it's done.